Hi everyone. Today we saw the pound and the euro rally this morning, only to come back down and wipe out most of the gains, if not all of the gains. The euro rallied because it is, I'm sure you all know, the massive bailout, but I don't think the markets will buy it. I'm not buying it. The pound rallied on the probability that the Lib Dems and Conservatives would join forces, only to be told this afternoon that the Lib Dems want to speak to Labour. The pound dropped over 100 pips in minutes, so we still don't know, and this could go on for the rest of this week. I was saying how fragile the pound is. Any whisper and it moves. It's a fundamental move, not a technical move, and I'm staying well away from pound pairs till it comes out, because you could be up 30 pips in a trade, a pound trade, and in the blink of an eye you could be down 70 pips. So you're safer to stay out of a pound pair at the moment. Right, if we start here on the euro, I'm still southbound on this euro, despite what bailouts are given. Where the money's coming from, I have no idea. Like I said, this is only the tip of the iceberg. Price grab gapped at the open, as I said I thought it might. Price did fill the gap, as you can see, but it went 150 pips off before it came back down. Gaps are not for me. I'm not a gap trader. I don't trade them. You can see price was racing up today and it stopped just below the 50% of the fib at 1.3101, which is a good logical level to enter a short, but you want to be brave if you're at your charts today. If you look on the weekly charts, you can see here that the 55 is pointing steeply down. It should cross this 200 soon, which is further indication this is going to drop a lot of pips. So, and we are underneath this trend line here. Next resistance will be here. So tomorrow, where would I be looking to get in short tomorrow? I'm back on the horse tomorrow. I'm back working. So I will be looking to short around 1.2925, but it may only go to 1.290. It is previous support from a year ago, which now could be resistance. You can see this nice big wick here, so I'm just looking for a little pullback up. We could also fib this 50% candle here and see where that would be, and see what that would be there. That's around there, and 50% is 1.2923, so I said 2925. So that still gives me further confidence that that will be a good area to enter tomorrow. If we don't get the pullback, you can use the little trick that I showed you last week. Price looks like it's closing near the bottom of this candle, unless we get some news and it spikes up. But if we don't get a pullback to a logical level, then I will be placing an order 20 pips below, and I'll get filled and we'll be taken away. So you can use that. Bollinger Bands are wide open. All the EMAs are pointing down. Price is below the weekly trend line. This weekly trend line. Next stop on the bus is this one. So we'll see how we go. So that's me on the euro for tomorrow. Pound, I'm leaving it alone. Price was up here today. News came out that the Lib Dems wanted to talk to Gordon Brown formally, even though Gordon Brown is now stepping down. Price fell 100 pips in minutes. So, and now it still really has come down, and this is one big hammer that we've got here at the end of today. 147.79 is going to be a resistance area tomorrow, so watch that. But for me, I'm leaving all pound pairs alone. I'm not touching them. Euro yen, I'm leaving this. There's other better yen pairs out there tomorrow. Don't forget, this is a cross pair, not a pure pair. If the US dollar yen is not moving and the euro is heading south, this will. If the US dollar yen is heading north, euro is heading south. Could be a tug of war, but we got a nice big wick. This should go south, but for me, I'm leaving this tomorrow. I'm not really going to get involved with this tomorrow. Swissy euro goes down, Swissy goes up. Now, where will I get in tomorrow? I would love a pullback back here to 109.40 area. I'd love to get in there, or it might only come back to 1.1018 or stroke 1.100. That is where I look to get in long tomorrow. If the euro starts to race off, you could use that trick on this, 20 points above. If we don't get a pullback to a logical level. Remember, on that trick, you are looking for the least amount of pips back into this candle. The more pips you get back into this candle, the less that is going to work, because it's eating up your daily range. Euro pound, I'm not touching that either. There's a pound involved in it. You can see on the weekly we're back below this trend line. It didn't close below. I've been talking about this for weeks. I thought on the that this was going to close below and we would be in on a retest, but it hasn't closed below, so we got to wait another week for that entry. And this is it on the daily. You know, it's kind of middle of the road. You know, a nice big wick there on Friday. Price came up to 87, came up to 88 and pulled away. So I will probably leave this tomorrow. There's a pound involved, so I'm not getting into it. The Aussie dollar, there's no way the Aussie dollar should be all the way down here. This it's at 90 now. We came up and we touched 90.75, 38.2 with this fib, and we came rejected again. Now what I'm looking to long this pair. I'm looking to long this pair, and I'm looking for it to get back up here at 93. So you know, I know last week that the Bank of Australia said they weren't going to raise rates for a while, but the market has played that out, so this pair should return to normal. But you know, this is Forex, but it should not be down here. So this, if we got a retest of this 200 EMA, I would be all over it. I would be all over this for a long, but it might not really get back down that far. It's been toying up here at the 90 level for a while today, up just above it, come below it, just above it. So I would want to pull back to get a good run in. A pull back to this 200 EMA level here would be ideal. If we don't get that, then around the 90, well, right back down to 90 would be a nice level to pull back. But I will look at this in the morning and excuse me, and make my decision then. But that is where I'm looking. I'm definitely looking to long this pair tomorrow. US dollar CAD, leaving, not touching it. We came back up, we're now going back down. So, you know, I came back to 205 today. I think I was telling somebody to go long at 200, but I wouldn't. I'm just going to see where this goes. I'm doubtful. If I'm in doubt, I don't go in. The pips are better off at my bank than my brokers. US dollar, Japanese yen on the daily. Looking to long at 92.90, 93. I'm looking for a pullback there tomorrow, 92.90, 93, to get me in long. It's on the daily. It's now just below the 365. It went up above, it got rejected, so a little pullback, and I would be looking to long this to go back up here to 94.68, 95 area. So that's where I'm looking for this. Aussie dollar yen, another one of these pairs I'm looking to long tomorrow. You know, it's down below a lot of EMAs, as you can see here on the daily. That worries me for tomorrow, but if it gets down to 83, 82, 80 area tomorrow, I will long this pair. If it gets below that area, I'm definitely also longing it at the 200, but I don't think we will get back to 82 even tomorrow. But 8300, 8280 is where I'm going to look to long. The stocks are starting to turn up down here. The MACD is starting to turn up. The 55 EMA is started to turn. You can see the 200 has started to turn here, just ever so slightly. You know, the 21 is flattening out. The 8 is starting to turn steeply. So they're all starting to turn. So I'm looking to long that, and those are the areas I'm looking to long tomorrow. New Zealand dollar, it's a chart up at another platform. I fancy a long here, looking to long at 0.7200. And then my target is 115 pips away, so I will again look at that now early in the morning and make up my mind. Alright, so be careful tomorrow. No pound trades. I mean, it could go anywhere. You could be up and then you could be way down, and you could lose a lot of your account if you don't use proper money management. So take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow.